Tesla, which gained 29%, crossed $1 trillion market cap.
Ultimately, over 3 years, I think that was the minimum here that you'd be signing up for.
Steve, I am never going to laugh at people making money, but Tesla is a hold, and this is a real hold. This is not a gentleman's sell.
Once they start doing these models and realize, wait a minute, this is not just a car manufacturer.
By the end of next year, we could be talking cybercab.
All that and more. So let's get to it. At the closing bell on Friday, TSLA finished up about 8.25%, plus a little bit in the after hours, currently sitting at $322.80. It's been one hell of a week, ladies and gentlemen, up almost 29.5%. Yesterday also saw Tesla walk back into the $1 trillion market cap club. Right now we have a 52-week high for TSLA sitting at $328.71. We also have a 52-week low sitting at $138.80. That's a damn near $200 difference per share. Congratulations to any TSLA holders throughout that time period.
The biggest story of the week, of course, was a decisive win for Donald Trump that cleared out lingering market uncertainty. VIX plunged, stocks ripped. Several stocks benefited directly from Donald Trump's presidential win, including Tesla, which gained 29%, crossed $1 trillion market cap. Of course, Mr. Musk, a close ally of the president-elect.
Tesla now offering a lease option for its Cybertruck. Options start at $999 per month with $7,500 down. That's for the all-wheel drive model with a cash price of about $80,000. For the Cyber Beast model, leases will set you back more than $1,100 per month with that $7,500 down. Now, the cash price for that one, just under $100,000. Ultimately, over 3 years, I think that was the minimum here that you'd be signing up for. You're looking at about $36,000 over that time versus the full price if you were to pay that here. And it's above right now what the average is, according to some Experian data, for what people are paying and people are willing to pay on leased vehicles. And this has been declining across all credit tiers as of Q2 2024. It's somewhere between $586 to $601. That's the larger range that we've been kind of tracking at this point. So well above what the average consumer out there is paying.
But you have to wonder whether or not that is going to significantly boost demand. I don't know, just given the price point and given some of the macro pressures that we are still facing right now. But again, it just shows you the fact that Tesla is taking different routes in order to boost sales of this vehicle. How ultimately this plays out down the line, I think, is anyone's guess. But obviously Musk has been very confident and touting the success of the Cybertruck, but the fact that we still don't have the concrete numbers, it's very hard for analysts to try to figure out exactly what that looks like. And also just given the fact that we did see such a backlog on so many of these, so many of the lots now for quite some time.
You know, it's worth noting, Tesla actually already has a model that sits within the second most leased vehicle in the US. I mean, it's right now the Honda CR-V that's leading, followed by the Tesla Model Y, and then, of course, you got the Honda Civic after that. So all these things considered, Tesla already has a model that is very well leased within market. It'll be interesting to see what the demand is like, to your point, for this among consumers.
You can now lease the Tesla Cybertruck for about $1,000 a month. Now, note, you're not going to be able to keep this vehicle after the lease. This ain't no lease to own type situation. Tesla's main goal when it comes to leases isn't to make sure that they have a huge percentage of them. In fact, it's quite the opposite. Tesla's lease share compared to what they deliver is always in the low single digits. As other auto manufacturers, their lease share percentage is in the upper teens, some of them in the 40-60% range, even higher. And while Tesla's Model Y is number 2 on that list, that just goes to show you how many Model Ys they're actually selling. When you've got a product this good, you're no longer leasing to upgrade your delivery numbers for the quarter. No. You've got other reasons in mind. Anyone that spends an inordinate amount of time around a Tesla, they're not going back, ladies and gentlemen. You've effectively just leased a customer for life, or they're going to buy a Tesla.
All right, Scott, next up, Tesla. The share is soaring 27% this week, which would mark its best week since January 2023. You are laughing already. The rally boosting its market cap back above the $1 trillion mark. Scott, Elon Musk's role in the Trump campaign, obviously a factor here. What do you say?
All right, Steve, I am never going to laugh at people making money, but Tesla is a hold, and this is a real hold. This is not a gentleman's sell. Much of the recent rally has been due to fascination with Elon. That's understandable, but a bad investment thesis. The latest leg up is due to political considerations. That's also probably a poor investment thesis. On the operating side, they just announced that for the Cybertruck, they're going to offer a $999 a month lease. We'll have to see if that helps them avoid the problems that the F-150 Lightning from Ford encountered. Ford announced that they're going to pause production of that truck. So we'll see how Tesla does. One interesting thing about the Tesla option market, though, that is unique, absolutely unique, it allows for people to put on protective hedges in a way that are much more economical than average. It's the only name of the 10 largest in the S&P that's so situated. So this is a hold. I don't believe that I would buy it, but on the other hand, there's no reason to think that the fever is going to break, and so I wouldn't sell it either.
Market moves on Elon enthusiasm, political machinations. Yeah, I'd imagine these are poor reasons to invest. And Cybertruck leases probably shouldn't move the needle either, but we're here, broken $1 trillion market cap yet again. And quite frankly, I think TSLA is here to stay. This company has grander visions than gross automotive margins. And while those are gonna start looking pretty good, there will be more intricate layers about their revenue generation down the turnpike. Kathy, can you explain this to the people?
What happened with Cybercab Day a few weeks ago forced, and Tesla's recent earnings report, forced analysts into considering what will autonomous mean to this business model. And an autonomous taxi network is a SaaS model. A SaaS model.
But Kathy, but the stock didn't go up on the cyber event, right? It did go up in the earnings, but it went up on the earnings because they're selling more cars and making money on the cars. And those aren't autonomous cars. They're still cars that you got to sit in.
Julie, that's so rude. Don't interrupt the woman while she's speaking. Please. Kathy, continue.
Well, it takes analysts a little while, and I know if they witness what happened at Cybercab Day, which was really a product announcement, but which was detailed for financial analysts more in the earnings report. Once they start doing these models and realize, wait a minute, this is not just a car manufacturer with EV margins, electric vehicle margins in the, let's just say 20 to 30% range over time. They're lower than that now. This is a software as a service model with gross margins not at 20 to 30%, but 80 to 90%. It's a completely different model. And what's been interesting is Waymo, Alphabet's Waymo, has it has proof of concept. Autonomous is not about tomorrow; it's here. And we're very excited to see how Tesla is going to go to market.
Waymo, proof of concept, but I don't think it's sustainable considering their sensor suite is so expensive and their scale is bleh. Tesla, on the other hand, has millions of vehicles capable of driving autonomously. Now, the software isn't perfect. It isn't complete just yet. But with the flip of a switch, an over-the-air software update can transform these vehicles into something much more profitable. Unlike Waymo, Tesla stands to gain scale. And considering they don't have this expensive sensor suite, just cameras and computers that are already on the vehicles, thanks to the foresight of the Tesla team, Tesla stands ready to profit from this as soon as the software is complete. The only real question should be whether or not you believe Tesla can solve for generalized autonomy with just cameras and neural nets. Let's just say betting against Elon, that hasn't proven to be a wise decision.
You look at the move Tesla has made, Dan, 30% over the past month. What is driving that, in your opinion?
It's a new era with Trump, because ultimately, if you look now, autonomous is going to get fast-tracked, in our opinion, And that is significant because of Tesla and the AI future. I believe that's worth $1 trillion alone in terms of that AI piece to Tesla. And that's why, for Musk, the bet on Trump, it's a poker move for the ages.
It was a big bet, and listen, it was the right bet for Musk. I get the autonomy piece, but next year, Dan, would it be your bullishness based on you see accelerating delivery growth?
Well, I think three things. One, the first thing Trump's going to do is he's going to basically take away EV, tax credit. So that's negative for the industry, for the Detroit Three, of course, GM, Ford. Bullish for Tesla because they have a price and a scale and a scope advantage significant. Okay. Two, I believe the autonomous AI vision, Cybercab, this could get accelerated by years. By the end of next year, we could be talking Cybercab, as we actually start to see. And I think this accelerates that strategy. And I think the third thing is a lot of the broader regulatory issues that have been an overhang on Tesla. I think that essentially now goes away. I mean, they'll still be there, but Musk is going to be a whisperer in the White House, and that is something the market's factoring in, a Trump win, a red sweep.
In conclusion, Monster Week for TSLA. We get some Cybertruck lease action, and according to Kathy Wood and Dan Ives, there is some manifestation of what the Tesla Robotaxi could look like, and that is the reasoning for the jump in the stock move. The idea is that with a Trump administration, there will be less roadblocks, less hurdles when it comes to rolling out these technologies. TSLA has moved past my fair value estimate for the year of 2024, but there is no way in hell that I plan on selling a single share. I've got a long time horizon when it comes to holding my TSLA. Decades even. And while the stock made a dramatic move this week, I'm here to tell you folks, it's just getting started. That's all I've got for you today. Be easy. Peace.